Guten Abend, Fräulein. Do you make love to strangers?
Certainly not.
Then allow me to introduce myself.
Why not just introduce yourself to a police officer and spare me the trouble?
Who makes up these ghastly code phrases anyway?
Someone in the cryptography department. Someone in need of a girlfriend, apparently. What do you have for me?
Just this. The entrance is hidden.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Hello.
Are you free tonight, or will it cost me? Why must I be made to say such idiotic things?
Never mind that. Just tell me what you have.
I was told to say, in the basement.
Thank you.
Tell the person who wrote the code phrase to grow up.
Leave me alone.
Want to come in for a game of Twister?
I'd rather run over you with my car.
These code phrases have a somewhat confessional tone to them, don't you think?
Yeah, now that you mention it. It says, of the library.
Would you like a drink?
You are the most beautiful girl I have ever seen. Can you cook and clean too?
No, but I can put you in the hospital if you want. Maybe you can find someone to take care of you there. Maybe.
What sort of imbecile says things like this?
I'm afraid to find out.
By the way, I am supposed to tell you this. Behind the shelf.
Thanks.
Please don't think that I enjoyed saying those things to you. Even though the words were not mine, I am so disgusted with myself that I must return home and wash myself with soap.
Don't worry about it.
You are a kind young woman. I wish you luck.
The entrance is hidden in the basement of the library behind the shelf.
I don't want to talk to you.
What are you doing here?
I found this money on the ground outside. I thought it might be yours.
Ausgezeichnet. Go quickly. Do not get caught.
Did she really say that to you? Yeah, can you believe it?
So what did you do?
What do you think I did? I know what I would have done. Then you have your answer.
So, how was she?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
No, I don't.
I thought you said you... You know.
What? I didn't say that.
What did you say?
Why do you even have to ask?
I didn't think I had to ask. But I guess I was wrong.
You should get your mind out of the gutter.
Get zum Teufel.
Are you there? Come out wherever you are.
Did you hear what happened?
You there!
Still have work to do. Care for a light?
Duncan, I seem to have lost my phone number. Can I have yours?
I'm in the book. Just look under police department.
You're late.
Sorry, I did my best.
No matter. Here, take this visitor ID card. It identifies you as the Commandant's niece, Hannah. It will get you past the front desk, then you're on your own. The staff should ignore you, but watch out for guards and security cameras. They won't be fooled by your disguise.
Thank you.
Go now. If you're caught, I won't be able to help.
I understand.
I almost forgot. I thought you might like this.
This isn't going to be easy. Fortunately.
Want anything to drink?
Sure.
What do you want?
Very funny.
I have to amuse myself somehow. 1-3 CP soda coming up.
It's an entire army. I don't want to die out here. They are going to find you. Come out.
You must be Dr. Šenker.
Who are you?
We'll have time for introductions later. Our first priority is to get out of here.
They sent a woman to liberate me? Mein Gott im Himmel.
You can lodge a formal complaint the minute we set foot on Western soil. In the meantime, can we go?
This was not part of the arrangement.
She is here!
Excuse me for a moment, Doctor.
Stay where you are.
As I was saying, perhaps we should go.
It seems I have no choice. Ein Moment, bitte, my wife.
girl.
During the flight to London, attempt to learn as much as possible from...
This is your captain speaking. We have reached a cruising altitude of 24,000 feet and will soon be leaving German airspace. I've turned off the seatbelt and no smoking signs. Feel free to move about the cabin. We'll be arriving in London at approximately 6:15 p.m. local time. The temperature is currently 25 degrees centigrade with clear skies. I think we can expect a lovely, relaxing flight.
Let's cut to the chase, shall we? What exactly is it you do, Doctor?
Research. Not the sort of thing a layman would be likely to understand. And especially not a lay woman.
Perhaps you could distill the basic concepts for me.
Perhaps. However, I'm rather tired, so I would prefer to discuss these matters at a later time.
We are in position.
You know what to do, Sonny.
Yes, sir. Initiating docking procedure and jamming our communications.
You're up, laddies. We're going aboard.
Was ist los?
I'm not sure. Stay here while I investigate. Keep this door locked.
Come on out, eh? I don't want to be here all day. Would you come out? We've almost got you anyways. Come on. Now, are we? I know you're there.
The potato salad is
It's not potato salad!
So much for a lovely, relaxing flight.
Sleep tight, lassie.
You're not going to kill her? What if she wakes up?
Now look here, you. I'm not going to butcher a fellow countryman without a specific grudge. If she wakes up, she can fend for herself. If she dies, then she ain't really a Scot, so I won't feel bad. Now, go get that doctor fella and do a final sweep. Take anything that looks important. Papers, files, whiskey, whatever.
Yes, sir.
Something's not right. All right, let's go.
But some of our men are still aboard.
Listen to you crying like a wee girl. They'll have to make do, won't they? Make sure she doesn't land on her feet.
me. Do you mind if I borrow that parachute?
Please be full of hay! Please be full of hay!
Congratulations! You have failed again.
I'm impressed, Agent Archer. I expected that promoting you to field operations would be disastrous, but I never imagined a catastrophe of these proportions. You've now managed to botch 2 high-profile, high-stakes missions. Care to explain?
If you can master your animosity enough to address me in a civil tone, I'll attempt to explain, in terms you might understand, exactly how I believe we've arrived at this impasse, sir.
Your inadequacy is matched only by your impertinence. If you find my manners offensive, I suggest you find a line of work more suited to your delicate nature. Gardening, for example, or perhaps motherhood.
This is getting us nowhere.
Neither is she. I plan to submit a formal request to review her record for dismissal.
You'll do nothing of the sort. Even if we had the luxury of discharging one of our last remaining operatives, which we don't, there are proper channels to consider. No agent of Unity has ever been relieved of duties without a formal, thorough inquest. Personally, while I admit that I'm concerned about the results we've seen thus far, I'm not convinced that Agent Archer is entirely to blame. Until I am convinced, we'll continue with our current plan of action.
Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me yet. It's quite probable that things will get worse before they get better.
I don't see how that's possible.
Did you get a look at your assailant?
Aye, that I did.
Did you recognize him?
Sergeant Magnus Armstrong, born in Glasgow, Scotland, 1925. Frequently in trouble as a lad due to a penchant for fighting. By all accounts, he was a good-natured, likeable young man. Never bullied anybody, only picked fights with boys that were game for a brawl. Got kicked out of several schools before his parents finally stuck him in a military academy. During the war, he served as a sapper in France and Germany, everything from mine removal to demolitions and sabotage. Earned himself quite a reputation for his reckless antics. The most popular legend had to do with a bridge he allegedly crippled with nothing but a shovel and a hand grenade. A German supply train did the rest. When it reached the weakened section of the bridge, the whole structure came crashing down.
It's a shame this chap ended up on the wrong side of the law.
To the best of our knowledge, he's never been involved in anything this big before. Most of his arrests since returning from the war have been related to public brawling.
Any theories on why he didn't simply shoot you when he had the chance?
I'll be sure to ask him when I bring him in.
That's assuming you get the opportunity.
She just might. We may have a lead. This morning, West German custom officials in Hamburg discovered several suspicious-looking chemical containers aboard a Finnish cargo freighter. Fortunately, these chaps decided to inform us rather than seizing the contraband outright, which gives us a chance to conduct a covert investigation.
You believe this is the link to Dr. Schenker?
It could well be. If so, given the specific chemicals found aboard the freighter, it's a fairly safe bet the kidnappers are not only aware of Dr. Schenker's research, but also determined to capitalize upon it.
If our theories are correct, the kidnappers are in Hamburg or will be arriving shortly. A good spy could find them. Fortunately, we're sending a good spy on this mission. You'll be working with him.
A new partner?
More like a supervisor.
An American named Thomas Goodman. Perhaps you've heard of him.
Aye, but I thought he was killed in Amsterdam.
Nearly. He's a resourceful chap, though. Made a daring escape on a stolen bicycle with half the Dutch police force in hot pursuit, And KGB agents waiting in ambush around every corner. Smashing story. I'm sure he'll recount it if you ask him. At any rate, you're to rendezvous with him in Germany and see what the two of you can dig up. You'll take your orders directly from him during this mission.
Thank God.
Very good, sir. Thank you.
Agent Archer?
Yes, sir?
What was it like falling out of that plane?
I promise to tell you about it sometime.
I tell you she's a liability.
Perhaps, but I'm not convinced yet.
What will it take to convince you? How many more catastrophes must we suffer through? Because keeping her on the active list will lead to further disasters. Of that, I'm certain.
Yes, I can see that you are.
Our purpose is to preserve freedom, to protect innocent lives, to combat evil wherever it manifests. We can't afford to tolerate anything that stands in the way of that goal. The girl may be spirited, but she's virtually incompetent.
I admire your sense of duty, but I question your judgment. I can't say that at my prime I would have performed any better than she under the circumstances.
You're assuming her reports are entirely genuine. Personally, I wouldn't be at all surprised to learn that she'd coloured the facts. The bloody things read like adventure novels.
So now you're indicting her credibility?
Does that seem unreasonable? The girl was a thief, for goodness sakes. A little skepticism seems prudent.
I'll take it under advisement.
Look, it's not too late to pull her off the assignment. I've read the American's file. He's perfectly capable of handling an operation like this on his own.
Probably so, but I have the strangest feeling a woman's touch is exactly what we need on this one.
I can't argue with you when you're like this.
No, you can't.
I hope you realize you're letting yourself be ruled by intuition. Reason tends to make a far more reliable counselor.
You might ruminate on that adage yourself.